Hi, I'm Brian Van from Sportbike Track Gear, SportbikeTrackGear.com. I'm here today with a good friend of mine, Richard Harris.
How you doing, Brian?
Good, brother, I'm good. Richard owns a company called Apex Manufacturing. Motorcycle parts is kind of one of your focuses right now.
It is.
You've been doing bike parts how long?
11 years.
11 years. I've had the privilege of using a lot of the stuff that you've made. The one piece I want to talk about real quick is that badass stand.
Yep.
We did an endurance race, a national wear endurance race a few years ago together, and Richard had made this stand that literally rolled under the bike, and there were two prongs that grabbed the bike in some strategic areas, and you kind of had these little brackets in there.
Yep.
Literally slid it in, bang, push one lever, whole bike's off the ground. We changed the tires. We were like Bezra Suzuki out there, dude.
I wouldn't go that far.
It was close. It was close. But the stand was ultra trick, and that's just kind of one example of what you've been able to do over the years. What other kind of stuff have you made?
We've done everything from triples to braking components, quick change, you name it, we've done it.
Can't be real specific with it because it was made for other brands.
Yeah, factory teams, AMA teams, but yeah, we can't say.
All kinds of cool trick stuff. Now the Apex brand, let's focus on that because that's really
Why we're here.
Exactly, that's why we're here. You're launching the brand with Clip-ons.
Yep.
Okay. Two varieties. We're going to talk about the standard, and it's kind of funny to call this thing standard, but this is the standard Apex clip-on model right here. You look at it, you're going to see that we have a nice two-piece cuff, okay, and a replaceable bar, of course. And that's what you notice initially, but this thing offers multiple angles of adjustment.
Yep.
And
3, 9, 4.5, and 0.
And 0. Simple to do. Okay, the main bolt that holds the bar to the two-piece cuff, let's go ahead and loosen that up. And we're going to take this apart and give you a good look from the inside out and show you how Richard has been able to obtain those multiple angles of adjustment. There's the bar. You can go ahead and hold on to that part. And Jeff, I'd like you to really tighten up on this cuff if you could. Is that angle good? And you can see all the adjustment holes in there from the back side. You can even note the taper for this fastener here. The tolerances you have on this are how fine?
+5 minus nothing.
+5 minus nothing. That's really tight, and the fit and finish on these things is absolutely amazing. The way we get the adjustment is really simple. You can see the locator pin here in the bar, okay? And the reason that's there is quite simply so you get both sides perfectly consistent.
That's exactly right, yeah.
Right. If I have a tip over and damage a bar or something, can I buy just a bar?
Absolutely. Every single part is replaceable individually.
Okay, which is important for sure. To get our different angles of adjustment, it's really simple. There's our flat right there. Let's go ahead and rotate it one hole, 4.5. And there's the full 9. Bikes like this R6 that we have here in front of us, this is actually Richard's race bike. They're ergonomically very challenging. It seems every year they keep squashing them a little bit more.
They're getting tighter for sure.
And having the ability to make the bike your own, I think, is really important. You know, you take things like arm pump into consideration. If you have a clip-on angle that doesn't work great for you, and you find yourself working a little harder than you should and you can't get comfortable, next thing you know, your forearms are all...
Fatigue is a problem for sure.
You get your forearms all pumped up and you're out there, you just can't ride well.
Right.
Having the ability to rotate this thing around could make the difference between forearm pump and no forearm pump.
Absolutely.
You know, comfort and no comfort. Street guys have really been gravitating towards these as well.
Yep. Well, they can adjust it up high too, so they're not as hunched over for long rides.
Yeah, you said you've actually had some Ducati guys that were going positive.
Yeah, you can rotate it 180 degrees, so there's actually 8 positions.
Some of the others are kind of, I would almost label them unusable. However, you know, if you look at, you consider your fork your rake angle, right? So it takes this bar, and instead of having this crazy upward swing, it really changes it so it's just a little above flat.
That's true. There's actually a 3-inch difference from full bottom to full top.
And that's quite a bit.
And you know, 4 places in between.
Yeah, that's quite a bit. So for a street rider, that could be a pretty sweet advantage. And if nothing else, you can try it. And if you hate it, all you have to do is put it back.
That's right. It's pretty easy. It's
not the end of the world. These sell at a very affordable price point. Trick stuff like this is normally, you know, I would say something like this should probably be a little bit closer to $200.
Well, we tried to keep the price point equivalent with anything else on the market.
Yeah, and I think, your advantage there, being a small business owner, is you're able to control the overhead and control the costs
Absolutely.
and bring us super trick stuff at a very affordable price. The bike that you have here, it's got these clip-ons on it. You put a ton of miles, I know, during the
Tens
R&D.
of thousands of miles.
And I've put a lot of miles on. You've had many other people out there. This model's been sold for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
Right?
5.
And this is just the fine-tuned finished product right
yep.
here with the tightened up tolerances. And
We've run them in endurance. They've been running AMA Formula Extreme, street bikes, all over.
we think this is a fantastic product, sells at a great price. Stay tuned, there's going to be another video too, and this is really the tip of the iceberg. Richard has designed and manufactured this absolutely amazing riser clip-on, and if you're in the need of something that gives you some more height from the clip-ons, you really need to look at the Apex risers as well. I'm Brian Van, and this is Richard Harris.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, dude.
Appreciate
No
it.
problem.